the Ambassador from Tharna, a Second Life Gore roleplay.
From Tharna's tower, silver gray, I came to trade, I came to stay. The desert men with thirsty eyes, they did not know they were not wise. Never indulged when they expected it. I smiled behind my veil of silk. They thought they ruled the sand and sun. They did not know what I had done. Vara, Vara, they will learn my name. I play the game, I light the flame. Vara, in the desert deep, the secrets that the merchants keep. I am the woman who never bows her head and rises when the prayers are said. Vara, remember me, the one who never bends, the one who's free. They speak of men who rule the land, of warriors with iron hands. But Tharna taught me other things, the power that made submission clean. I let them talk, I let them boast. I am the one who matters most. When all their speeches fade to dust, I hold the contracts, they hold trust. Vara, Vara, they will learn my name. I play the game, I light the flame. Vara, in the desert deep, the secrets that the merchants keep. I am the woman who never bows her head and rises when the prayers are said. Vara, remember me, the one who never bends, the one who's free. They asked me why I came to the tower. I said, for trade. They asked me what I wanted. I said, everything. They asked me if I was afraid. I said, I am a Tharnan. Then I smiled. And they understood.
The following is a work of roleplay from Second Life Gore. In this community, players use two modes of communication, IC, in character, the actual roleplay. The dialogue, action, and narrative are part of the story world, OOC, out of character. Players speaking as themselves, not as their characters. OOC is used for jokes, coordination, or real-life comments. It is marked with OOC or double brackets. The story you are about to hear is a blend of both. A glimpse into the world of Gorean roleplay and the people who bring it to life. We hope you enjoy.
Scene 1. Arrival. The sun hammered down on the Oasis of Two Scimitars, turning the sand to gold and the shadows to ink. The few merchants who still lingered in the market square had retreated to the shade of their stalls, fanning themselves with woven palm leaves and muttering about the heat. Even the camels looked exhausted. At the edge of the oasis, a small cloud of dust announced the arrival of travelers. 3 figures emerged from the haze. The first was a woman, tall, pale, with copper-red hair that caught the sunlight like fire. She wore the silks of a high-ranking Tharnan official, blue and silver, with a golden clasp at her shoulder that marked her as an ambassador. Her smile was thin, sharp, and utterly confident. She rode a white Kaila, a beast that looked as uncomfortable in the heat as she did. Behind her, 2 warriors rode in silence. They were men, broad-shouldered, scarred, dressed in the leather and chain of hired swords. Their faces were hidden behind veils against the dust, but their eyes never stopped scanning the crowd. The party stopped at the well. A slave boy ran forward to water the Kaila. The ambassador dismounted, smoothed her silks, and looked around the oasis with an expression that suggested she was not impressed. "Fetch the administrator," she said to one of her warriors. "Tell him that Ambassador Vara of Tharna has arrived to discuss trade agreements." The warrior nodded and disappeared into the crowd. The other warrior stayed close to her side, his hand resting on the hilt of his sword. "OOC." Vara chuckles softly to herself, muttering under her breath, "Vara, OOC, and so it begins. Let's hope these desert merchants are smarter than they look." Scene 2, the first meeting. The administrator of the oasis was a man named Hakim, a weathered old merchant with a gray beard and eyes that had seen too many deals fall apart. He sat on a cushion in his tent, sipping mint tea, watched him Tharnan an ambassador with a mixture of curiosity and caution. "Ambassador Vara," he said, gesturing to a cushion across from him, "please sit, share tea with me." Vara sat. She did not kneel, she did not bow. She sat cross-legged, her back straight, her hands folded in her lap. The two warriors stood behind her, arms crossed, faces like stone. Hakim poured the tea. His hands were steady. "You have come a long way," he said. "Tharna is far from the Tahari. Tharna is where I am needed," Vara replied. "My city has heard that the Tahari is struggling to trade with the outside cities. We are here to help." Hakim raised an eyebrow. "Help? We have goods, cloth, spices, medicines, things that your people need, things that the merchants of Ar and Turia charge too much for." "And what do you want in return?" Vara smiled. It was not a warm smile. "Access to your markets, a percentage of every transaction, and a promise that the Tahari will not trade with our competitors." Hakim sipped tea. He did not respond immediately. "OC." Vara glances at the other players, grinning. "Vara OOC. I love this part, the silence, the squirming." Hakim OOC. "I'm not squirming, I'm thinking." Vara OOC. "That's what they all say." Scene 3, the customs lesson. Hakim set down his cup. "Ambassador, I do not think you understand the Tahari." "I understand trade," Vara said. "I understand that your people are desperate for goods that the cities will not provide. I understand that you have no other options." "Perhaps," Hakim said. "But you do not understand our customs. You sit in my tent, a woman, and you speak to me as if we were equals. You do not kneel. You do not wait to be invited to speak. You do not lower your eyes." Vara's smile did not waver. "In Tharna, women do not kneel to men. Men kneel to women." "Then you are in the Tahari now. The customs are different." Vara laughed. It was a bright, cold sound. "I am not here to kneel, administrator. I am here to negotiate. If you want my goods, you will deal with me as an equal. If you do not, I will take my goods elsewhere." Hakim studied her for a long moment. "Your warriors," he said, nodding toward the two men behind her. "They are silent. They are paid to be silent. They are not here to speak. They are here to ensure that I remain safe. In the Tahari, men do not follow women. They lead." Vara glanced back at her warriors. They did not react. "These men are not from the Tahari. They are from Tharna. They know their place." OOC. One of the warriors, a player named Brack, rolls his eyes. Brack OOC. "I knew my place. Then she paid me double." Vara OOC. "See? Money fixes everything." Hakim OOC. "I need to raise my rates." Scene 4, the interruption. Before Hakim could respond, the tent flap opened. A young man strode in, his robes dusty, his face flushed with anger. He was a merchant from the oasis, a man named Kadir, who had been waiting outside for his turn to speak. "I heard what she is offering," Kadir said, glaring at Vara. "We do not need Tharnan goods. We have our own merchants, our own trade routes." Vara looked at him with mild interest. "And who are you?" "I am Kadir, son of Malik. I have traded with Ar and Turia for 20 years. I know the routes, the prices, the buyers. I do not need a woman from a city of women telling me how to run my business. Vara's smile did not change. You are angry, she said. That is good. Anger means you care. But anger does not fill your warehouses. Our warehouses are full enough. Are they? Vara gestured to the tent opening. I have walked through your market. I have seen the empty stalls. I have heard the merchants complaining about the lack of buyers. Your people are hungry, Kadir. They need goods, they need trade, and I can give it to them. Kadir's face darkened. You know nothing of our people. I know that your pride will not feed your children. OOC Kadir's player, a man named Marcus, types furiously. Kadir OOC, she's not wrong, but I'm not going to admit it. Vara OOC, I can hear you typing. Kadir OOC, that's creepy. Vara OOC, I have spies everywhere. Scene 5, the offer. Hakim raised his hand. Enough. Both of you. Kadir fell silent, though his glare did not soften. Hakim turned to Vara. Your offer is generous. But we cannot accept it without consulting the other merchants. This is not a decision I can make alone. I understand, Vara said. I will wait, but not too long. My goods are perishable, and my patience is not. She rose to her feet. The warriors stepped forward, ready to follow. I will return tomorrow, she said. Have an answer for me by then. She walked to the tent opening, then paused. Oh, and Kadir? The merchant glared at her. Yes? You should learn to control your temper. It makes you look weak. She stepped out into the sunlight. OOC, Vara grins as she walks away. Vara OOC and scene. That went well. Brack OOC. You insulted their leader and their customs. Vara OOC. I know. It's called negotiation. Brack OOC. In Tharna, maybe. Here it's called suicide. Vara OOC. That's why I have you. Scene 6, the lesson. Later that evening, Vara sat in her tent, reviewing her notes. The two warriors stood guard outside. A shadow passed over the tent flap. Enter. Vara called. An old woman stepped inside. She was short, wrinkled, dressed in simple robes. Her eyes were dark and sharp. I am Fatima, she said. I am the healer of this oasis. Vara gestured to a cushion. Please sit. Fatima sat. She studied Vara with the same intensity that Vara had studied the merchants. You are bold, Fatima said, and foolish. I have been called worse. In Tharna, women rule. I know this. I have traveled to your city, but here, in the Tahari, the customs are different. If you treat the men like servants, they will not trust you. They will not trade with you. I do not need their trust. I need their goods. You need their cooperation. Without it, you have nothing. Vara was silent for a moment. What do you suggest? Fatima smiled. It was a thin smile, but not unkind. Let them speak first. Let them feel important. Let them think they are in control. They are not. No, but they do not need to know that. OOC. Vara laughed softly. Vara OOC. I like this woman. She's clever. Fatima. OOC. I've been doing this for 40 years. You learn a few things. Vara OOC. Like how to manipulate men? Fatima OOC. Like how to let them manipulate themselves. Scene 7, the second meeting. The next morning, Vara returned to Hakim's tent. This time, she knelt. She waited to be invited to speak. She lowered her eyes when Hakim poured the tea. Hakim noticed. You have learned, he said. I have been taught, Vara replied. Hakim nodded slowly. The merchants have discussed your offer. We have decided to accept it, but with conditions. What conditions? You will sell your goods through our merchants. You will not deal directly with the buyers. You will take a percentage of the profit, but we will set the prices. Vara considered this, agreed. Hakim raised an eyebrow. Just like that? Just like that. I am not here to argue. I am here to trade. OOC, Kadir, standing in the corner of the tent, scowls. Kadir, OOC, I don't trust her. Vara OOC good. Trust is overrated. Hakim OOC, can we just sign the contract? Vara OOC, I brought a quill. Scene 8, the signing, the contract was signed. Vara handed the parchment to Hakim, who read it carefully, then nodded. Welcome to the Tahari, Ambassador. Thank you, Administrator. She rose to leave, then paused. One more thing. Yes, the next time I visit, I will bring gifts. For you and for the merchants, it is a tradition in Tharna. Hakim smiled. In the Tahari we prefer gold. Of course you do. OOC. Vara chuckles as she exits the tent. Vara OOC. That went better than expected. Brack. OOC. You knelt. Vara OOC. I adapted. Brack OOC. You hated it. Vara OOC. I hated it, but the deal is done. Brack Oyangwati and the money. Vara OOC. The money is good. The money is always good. Epilogue. The oasis at dusk. The sun set over the Oasis of Two Scimitars, painting the sand in shades of orange and red. Vara stood at the edge of the well, watching the stars appear. Fatima joined her. You did well. The old woman, I had help. You listened. That is more than most. Vara smiled. It was a small smile, but genuine. Will you stay? Fatima asked. Not this time. I have other cities to visit, other deals to make. Then go, and remember what you have learned. Vara mounted her Kaila. The warriors fell in behind her. She looked back at the oasis one last time. I will return, she said. We will be waiting, Fatima replied. Vara rode into the desert, the stars guiding her way. Behind her, the oasis faded into the darkness, and somewhere in the shadows Kadir watched her go. OOC. Kadir sighs. Kadir OOC, I still don't trust her. Fatima OOC, you don't have to trust her. You just have to trade with her, Kadir. Same thing. Fatima OOC, no. Trust is earned. Trade is just business. Kadir OOC, and which one is this? Fatima OOC, both. Neither. You'll figure it out. Kadir OOC, I hate riddles. Fatima OOC, that's why you're not an ambassador.